Okay, great. I'll call the meeting to order. The first order of business is to welcome the new commissioner. I think that is Mr. Tyler Codd. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Tyler?
That's how you do it.
All right, man, welcome. You want to
Thank
give
you.
us, we're going to give you 15 seconds to tell us about yourself. So I'd like to run a tight ship here. So
I hear you.
spotlight's on you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a CPA in the city of Westminster. Live here, work here. Like to kind of get back to the city in different ways. So I'm excited to be a part of the commission.
Fantastic. It is by far the most exciting part of municipal government you will ever experience. So welcome.
Thank you.
Great. We will think the next item is the approval of the November 12th meetings. Hard to believe it's been that long since we've been together. Are there any additions, corrections, or modifications to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a
Motion
motion
to
to
approve.
approve the minutes.
We have two motions to approve. We'll go with Ms. McNulty. She's made a motion to approve. I think Mr. Yingling or Councilman Yingling, is that a second from you?
Yes, second for me.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We will approve the minutes. Let's move on to new business. Item A, Planning and Zoning Commission special election. Mr. Gray.
There we go. Thank you, Mr. Chair. In November, Vice Chair Tom Herb resigned from the Planning and Zoning Commission, thus requiring a special election to elect a vice chair to complete the remainder of his term until May 2021. Staff requests the Planning and Zoning Commission elect from its members a vice chair to serve the remainder of the term ending in May 2021. If you or any member of the commission has any questions, I would be happy to answer them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Well, I guess I will say this between, it might be cruel to make Mr. Codd vice chair on his first night. No one wants to subject him to that cruel and unusual punishment. So I would ask between Ms. McNulty and Mr. Beaver if there's does one of you want to be the vice chair? Any interest between the two of you?
I nominate Miss McNulty.
Okay, I would second that nomination. Mr. Beaver, are you wanting to have an open campaign and run against her here, or are you good with that?
I was about to say, I think either of us can handle it for 2 months.
I think so too. So I guess we'll take a vote here. All in favor of Ms. McNulty becoming vice chair for the remainder of Mr. Herb's time. I guess all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, I think you have it there, Mr. Gray. Ms. McNulty, you can be the assistant to the chair. We'll give you that title, right?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All righty. Let's see. Item B is the site development plan for CFT Plaza. Ms. Gerhard.
Yes, hi. Apologize, I'm having just a little bit of Zoom issue.
No worries.
And Andrea, I'll put the presentation up on the screen.
Great, thank you so very much.
Andrea, are you having any problems with the server? The server will not, is not responding.
Okay, no, I apologize, everybody. I can, Andrew, if you let me, I will share my presentation.
Absolutely. Sorry, everyone. It appears that the server is down.
Okay. I hear you.
I could share my screen if you want to. I don't know. Just make sure I X out all of my inappropriate websites that are up there, but I could do that.
And Chair Albers, it's for the PowerPoint presentation, which is on the server, and the system, the computer's having trouble contacting the server.
Okay. Well, I think
I apologize. I am back. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
I was gonna say I'm sure most of us probably have this open on our computer, so we could be walked through it as well. So, but go ahead, give it a shot if you want to there.
Okay. So I apologize. I'm too having computer issues, but it says it's loading. I just don't want to waste, any time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it, and as my presentation is loading, I will come back after and just show you some of the images that we have. So this is for CFT Plaza. It is a proposed multi-tenant commercial building located at 210 Malcolm Drive. The property is approximately 1.5 acres, and it's on the former site of Ruby Tuesdays. So the idea is to, oh, did it work for you, Andrew? It's to get rid of the current building that's there and to replace it with a building that's a total of 9,210 square feet. That would consist of 2 restaurants. The anchor that we know at this time is Panda Express. And it would be 3 retail buildings, I'm sorry, 3 retail spaces for a total of 412, approximately 4,021 square feet. And then another restaurant on the end. And you can see that for the image that Andrew has up. Staff has worked really closely with the Foresight Group and the folks for CFT Plaza. We've worked through our landscape manual. There are a few very minor comments that we will be looking at again as we review the most recent submission that came for Planning Commission. What we're going to do is we're going to do just a review prior to any Mylars being submitted to make sure that all of our comments are addressed. But for the most part, everything has been addressed regarding landscaping. Also, we worked with them to talk about the location of the dumpster. At first, it was right when you entered the site, and through coordination, it has been, the location has been changed, and I think that it really works well with the movement into and out of the site. We want to say that as we look at this, even as we're looking at the elevations, just want to be sure that we're not really paying all too much attention to the signs. We have, there was an integrated sign proposal that was submitted. However, staff has not had the opportunity to review that at this time. So what you approve tonight would be the proposal that's in front of you minus any signage. We do recommend that the signage either be talked with staff as far as permitting and everything like that, either as part of the Mylar process or through a simplified site plan process, which either one would be fine because none of the signs in the integrated sign plan would be larger or would be large enough that would need to come before this body. We looked at parking. It would require a total of 33 parking spots. I apologize, 55 parking spots, and they're providing 73 parking spots. So we are good on that front as well. The previous restaurant that was there, Ruby Tuesdays, had a water allocation of a water envelope of 3,511 gallons. We went through all of the MDE multipliers and calculations and everything, and it was determined that they would not need any additional water for this project. The city is, oh, yeah, I apologize. Of course, my presentation is trying to come up right now. But as recommendation, the staff recommends that the commission consider conditional approval on two fronts. Number one, that they address all of the city's outstanding comments, which would come as we do that final review before Mylars, and also to obtain final approval of all proposed signs, like I said, prior to either the submission of Mylars or through a simplified site plan process, whichever works. And I just want to take just one moment. Andrew, can you allow me to share the screen? Yes. Andrew, can you hear me? Allow me to do the host, be the host? Okay. So just to walk through just for a moment. This is the site plan. And here's our proposed, so I apologize, but here's Malcolm Drive, 140, just to make sure that everyone's oriented with where this on this corner here. This is what the site looks like when you look at it from Google Maps. Here's our site plan. So this is the Panda Express area, another restaurant, as far as the 3 retail spots in between. Final landscape plan that they're proposing. So they are proposing additional landscaping to what was there. One of the things also, I know that I spoke about the dumpster, but one of the other things that we worked through with them was also a sidewalk that goes along the frontage of their property. The plan that we currently are showing you shows that the sidewalk goes all the way to their property edge. However, since that we've been, they coordinated with us and let us know that the curb and gutter ends somewhere around this area. So what they're going to do is that's where they're going to stop their sidewalk. They didn't feel like it was appropriate to continue their sidewalk on such a busy street all the way to the property line without it being curb and gutter. So they're continuing it, and that's on one of the new submission that we got in time for Planning Commission. Once again, you got the front elevations. And here are our recommendations. And I do apologize for my very strange computer issues, but if you have any questions, I can either help or we do have folks representing the project if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you. I guess my question would be, does anyone from the applicant representative, is there any issue with addressing all of the outstanding city comments that they have?
Hi, I'm Valentino with Nor Architects representing CFT with my Jack from Foresight. We do not have any issues with meeting any conditions that we have to do to process this application. Okay,
great. Any other comments or things you'd like to bring up with us? I mean, that was just my biggest question. It sounds like if you have no issues, then there's really not a whole lot of discussion, correct?
No, not at all. It's been a pleasure working with the city. So thank you very much.
Okay, great. Anyone on the commission have any questions for the applicant or staff? Or comments?
Not I.
Okay, seems fairly straightforward. How about you, Mr. Cod? Any questions on your first day?
No questions on my first day. Thank you, though,
All right.
Ross.
All right, hey, Vice Chair, any questions from you?
Sorry, no questions. It looks good.
All right, hearing none, is there a motion from anyone on the commission?
Motion to approve.
It's been a motion to approve by Councilman Yingling. Is there a second?
I make a second.
Ms. McNulty has seconded the motion. All in favor of approving the recommendation of the staff?
Aye.
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 Great. Believe it passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you a lot, Andrea.
Absolutely. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Looking
All right,
forward
see
to seeing it. Let's see, item. We are on to Carroll County Liaison Report. Miss Weber. Miss Weber, you're not our
I'm
former-
not Cody.
You're not Cody. Where's Cody?
Cody is in Denver, Colorado, living it up.
He left
Left
us, or
us. I know.
Is he on vacation or he left us for good?
Left us for good.
He didn't even say goodbye. Okay.
I'll be sure to pass along the message.
Yeah, make sure to pass along the message. All right, well, good for him. Well, welcome. We're ready
Thank
for your
you.
report.
Yes, so I'm Hannah Weber. I'm taking over for Cody. I'm not sure the last update, I assume it was in November. Since then, the Board of County Commissioners approved several rezoning requests. I sent Andrea and Andrew a list of, I think it was 4 or 5 that were in the Westminster area that were approved to be rezoned. And if you would like to see that list, I'm happy to send it along. But other than that, we have moved into rezoning the residential. We are working on the text amendments with the Planning Commission now. And that's about it for now.
Great. Thank you for your report. Will you, you're not going to leave us, are you? You'll be here next
I
month?
wouldn't dream of it.
All right. Thank you. Good to have you. Nice to meet you. On to section old business. Seeing none, we'll move on. Nothing under informational item. We have the proposed planning annual report materials for submittal to Carroll County. Mr. Gray.
There I go. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yearly, the City of Westminster Department of Community Planning and Development forwards state-required reporting information to the Carroll County Department of Planning for inclusion in the Carroll County Planning Annual Report. County Planning coordinates, collects, and assembles the reporting information from the 8 county municipalities and the county into one combined report. Today, the City of Westminster Planning Department would like the Commission to be made aware of the state-required reporting information that was sent to the County Planning Department. At an upcoming meeting, the county will provide the Commission and City Planning staff with a draft report so we can review and provide any feedback needed before the final report is provided at a subsequent meeting. At such meeting, the final report will be presented to the Commission for approval. If approved, the Commission Chair will subsequently sign a letter acknowledging Planning and Zoning Commission approval, which will be included in the final report along with the other 8 municipal approval letters. Any of the members of the Commission, if you all have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. I have no questions. Anyone else on the commission have any questions?
I do not.
None here.
Okay, hearing none. Is there anything else, Mr. Gray? It's been a while since we've met in November that we need to be made aware of, or can we move to adjourn the meeting?
I have no items. I'm not sure if Mr. Depot or Ms. Gerhard have any.
Not at this time. I don't.
Neither do I. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We've got a couple.
Second.
The meeting is adjourned.